Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another freaking video. Today, we are back in Deadpool VR. I'm freaking excited to get back into this. Let's go.
Lucy, you got some splay to do.
What are you babbling about now?
I thought we were a team. Taylor and Kelsey, Jost and Che, Elon and the Chinese kids he pays to up his gaming ranks.
Unfortunately, for as long as Mojo commands it, we are a team.
Then why'd you leave a guy hanging back there? You weren't helping as much as I thought you should. Totally phoning it in by not doing your phoning it in job.
Your transport and mission support are far from my only duties on Mojo World.
Ah, totally see the value of a six-armed worker such as yourself. Dishes, windows, scrubbing beneath Mojo's stomach flaps.
The champion of Mojo World does not do menial labor. However, if you must know, as a revered combatant, I am required to participate in many of Major Domo's promotional opportunities. Apparently, my ratings require a boost.
That say no more. Shaking hands with the fans. Ribbon cuttings, ×6. Press junkets, no one really watches.
You are an imbecile.
Hey, I get it. Fan service can be so exhausting. Why do you think I'm always trying to shoehorn in so many Marvel references?
Enough of this. You are required to compete in the battle arena once more.
What? I don't wanna. I mean, it was kind of cool, but I don't wanna.
I am sure Mojo hardly cares if you wanna or not. Transport is ready when you are.
I really don't want to do this again, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's weird about this one, I guess.
The arena awaits.
Deadpool variant from Earth 67485 Frederick, Wheezy Wilson was recruited
I
from
remind you that your presence is not requested but required in the battle arena.
Was recruited from the Earth in the midst of the planet's Second World War. Nephew of President Woodrow Wilson. I learned about that guy
If you wish for my full
in history.
attention during your retrieval missions, you will not waste my time now.
I think I did. His name sounds familiar, at least. I don't really pay too much attention to history. Frederick was given his powers through an enemy science experiment while he was in
Why do you torture me?
American POW. Okay. Armed with 2 cutlasses and a half-ton of swagger, Golden Age Deadpool believes he is still in the fight for democracy, justice, and freedom from the Axis powers. Sentinel Factory. The set designers outdid themselves when they recreated an entire Sentinel factory from Earth. Sentinels, of course, were enormous, artificially intelligent robots created to hunt down and wipe out all mutant kind. These once were unstoppable behemoths. Now look on as stunning set pieces in another glorious Mojo arena. Let's get started. I kinda don't want to, but let's do it anyway. See you later. I hate you for making me do this, Spiral. Nah, well, actually, Mojo's making her make me do this, but so, same thing.
Tonight, the most scintillating evening of single-minded slaughter ever, followed by a post-match performance by Seminary 3. For our legions of lethal violence lovers, 3 rounds of mayhem with a surprise guest. Please give a warm welcome to the newest member of the broadcast team, Deadpool!
I'm not signing anything until you match what Fox is giving Tom Brady. That stuff shirt's pulling down $375 million to cure insomnia. And you better believe no one tells him he can't spend his per diem on table dances.
Introducing the affable assassin, the mirthful man of war, Deadpool!
Visit my website to see the latest in my line of vegan skincare products. Use code MOJOBLOWS to get 20% off.
I will have no more of your childish disruptions during the announcements.
Sounds like someone who could use an algae-infused aromatherapeutic body oil scrub. I know they always make me feel better.
We're on the precipice of round one. Deadpool, what are the key narratives behind tonight's contest that have you most intrigued?
Mostly that my Tinder is hotter than 4 hogs fucking in a Ford Fiesta ever since I started using a shirtless pic of Scott Summers.
If you're too distracted to focus on your responsibilities here, I'm sure I can find a replacement.
A lot of scrolls on this app. Let me tell you, if you never dated a shape changer, it's worth having them conquer your planet if you catch my drift.
All right. Sorry. Grab the opposing team's flag. Recover your own flag by defeating an opponent carrying it. Score a point by delivering the enemy flag to your base. All right. Let's get it, Golden Age Deadpool.
You copping my style, bro?
I haven't the foggiest notion what you're talking about. This costume was hand-sewn by my mother.
Okay, bro. Little mommy's boy, I see. Oh. Hello.
Two. They'll be talking about that one around the water cooler tomorrow.
I'm really gonna have to rethink my production budget for next episode.
Is this ours?
Let a veteran show you how it's done.
Well, could have been worse. All that guy talks about is canned beans.
Yeah, someday we'll do something about those hobos. They're a menace to America's railway.
But they're not exactly free.
There's no need to keep bringing up Stanislavski.
Stay tuned afterwards for the official Deadpool play of the day.
Think someone needs to go back to basic training.
So confused with what we have to do here. I told you, I play it and learn, not read and learn.
I really like
So, you're a jokester, huh? We had a wisecracker with us in Normandy. Stepped on a landmine. All that was left to send home was his right arm.
Thank you for your service.
Another one. Okay, so the red one is theirs. Blue one's ours.
Well, his vacation just ended early.
There's one for the trailer.
Lessens the impact of witnessing a live killing.
Look, you may not like me, soldier, but you have to respect my rank.
Well, how do I even know you were in the service? Someone tried to pull this one on me, and it turned out they had no military record to speak of.
This Deadpool can really milk a scene. I'll give them that.
Outside, their autograph just tripled in value.
Rolling sound.
Deadpool succeeds, whether intentionally so or due to some blunder on his part, will have to be left to conjecture.
Not ready for the spotlight. Tragic.
Nice play.
Sorry, I'm not really talking much. Trying to concentrate. Sorry.
How does this whole thing work? Are we, like, brothers or something?
Are you implying my mother is a slut? My mother is not a slut!
We can use our frickin' zip lines in this one. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, literally, Golden Age Deadpool is doing all the work. because I just can't figure out what I'm doing or where to go. Mostly where to go.
You've got a lesson or two to learn in battlefield decorum.
Again?
Mount.
What is this? A tutorial level? Let's pick up the pace, everyone. So, what was Miss Patriot like? You two ever raise the flag?
No, actually, Omar Bradley banned me from flag-raising ceremonies and all other public military events.
Nice. I really felt that. I hope the rest of you were paying attention. That's how you milk a death scene.
I was in the Battle of the Bulge. Nothing.
Let's try to get like a thumbnail here. I don't know if you could jump out that one.
You do know it's not like 1945, right?
See? That's exactly what the Axis wants us to believe. Don't tell me you can't see through their subterfuge. Unless, of course, you're in cahoots with them.
That's no way to make the...
Waiting for them to stop talking.
Sad day for nameless minions everywhere.
Alright.
Well, this isn't my worst team-up. That would be Decor, the detective magician.
Literally, Golden Age Deadpool did half the work. Not even half, like above half.
Well, Deadpool, what has impressed you most about Deadpool thus far?
Let's see. Oh, I know. He's not bad at air hockey.
I meant tonight.
No idea. I can barely see a thing out there. And my monitor's broken. Didn't think to mention it.
Find the weapon for your active objective. Defeat enemies with the right weapon. Move on to the next weapon. Okay. Interesting. I'll learn as I go, like usual.
Well, you can't say we don't keep it entertaining here, eh, Deadpool?
Did you say something? Sorry. I was watching Hot Grandma Island. You've outdone yourself, Mojo. This is reality dating at its most tasteless.
Yeah, Lash, that was a domo idea. Not my cup of tea exactly, but one can't argue with a 2.6 rating.
You know, it would have been cheaper if you would have just had him fight a bunch of Roombas. It was part of his program, right? Are they supposed to be that fragile? It was part of his programming, right? Sad day for nameless minions everywhere.
This one's actually easy.
It's really dropping like flies down there.
What a crowd! How many people are here today?
84,000, I believe.
Wow! And how many of those weren't rounded up and forced at gunpoint to be here?
There they are. Seize them. That's the line I was getting. Can you believe that?
Well, his vacation just ended early. You know, it would have been cheaper if you would have just had him fight a bunch of Roombas.
Mind if we do that kill again? Your reaction felt a little wooden.
The North Dakota State Fair Hawk Calling Championships?
Deadpool, if you could just occasionally play along, things would go a lot more smoothly.
So much more satisfying than killing things in print.
Stay tuned afterwards for the official Deadpool Play of the Day.
Astonishing feat of athletic excellence, Roxxon Energy is donating $10,000 to Roxxon Executive Legal
No
Defense
different
Fund.
than being a plumber. It just so happens that our tools are the drivers of emotion instead of a wrench.
Shit.
Damn. I'm back to take my revenge on the enemy and or level hazard that took me out of action.
Move. Ooh. It's freaking sick thumbnail.
So,
You, star in a show? What exactly would you do?
I had an idea for a sitcom called Headcount, about a mathematician who's...
We'll be sure to do a memorial montage for you after the credits.
I'm like what's his name? The best swordsman in One Piece. I forget his name.
Deadpool has survived the ultimate challenge thus far, but the battle isn't finished yet. Does he have the physical stamina, the mental acuity, the determination to succeed? Deadpool?
No.
Care to elaborate?
Fuck no?
I find the active target, whack the moloid or mole man dummy with your swords. Alright. Easy enough, I think, hopefully.
Hey, can you get that nacho vendor's attention? I would, but no hands.
I'm overlord of this entire
Are there different, like,
I can just have
Flying limb warning.
are
Stay
there
inside.
different ones, or is he gonna come back up?
Mexican food doesn't travel well.
There are different ones.
Quite a crowd today. Seeing lots of signs. None of which call out my world-class color commentary.
Shadow.
If you don't have a spare, that's on you.
Hey man, can I vape here in the booth?
No, you may not vape in the booth.
Come on, this one smells great. You'll like it. It smells like those peach gum rings.
Peach gummy rings. Now you definitely can't vape in here.
Off to Minion Heaven.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You can't beat this show for sheer depravity.
You know what? Been wanting to use this.
Can I get a little more emotion out of these death scenes, everyone?
Perfect weather today for a competition, don't you agree?
It's in a freaking dome, Beazle.
And always kept at a comfortable 58 degrees.
anyhow?
No connection to the roll.
I don't have any more. That was freaking cool though, holy shit. Oh shit. Whoa.
Limbs, they come and go, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? The whimsical wild card emerges triumphant. Deadpool, can you describe to us the emotions you're feeling right now?
Yeah, thanks, Mojo. You know, it was do or die time out there. The energy in the arena is always off the charts. I just really tried to bring my A game.
Yeah, enough of the BS sports cliches. Do Taskmaster's power work the same if he's watching people doing it instead of fighting?
No comment. This interview is over.
You need to learn to save controversial questions for the end of the interview, you idiot.
Come on, what's this? Sports Illustrated for kids? The guy's a numpty. I'm trying to spin straw on the gold here.
Alright, that one was kind of fun, I will admit. Didn't die as much. $882.7K views? Damn, I'm good.
Where are they scraping these variants from? 4chan fanfic? That guy was the most 1940s mounted Canadian mountie who ever mounted a mount in Canada.
What are you even on about, bro?
Major D money. Did you catch my match with the Golden Girl pool or whatever?
A ratings bonanza! The perfect blend of demographic-pleasing original recipe Deadpool with a smidge of nostalgia bait for the silver hairs.
I'm the perfect blend. That asshole is the perfect bland.
Exactly what I meant, though you said it much better. Since you are clearly so exceptional at marketing, I'd like to run something by you.
My 4 quadrants are engorged and ready, Domo. Hit me.
I thought that we should do a little in-house branding. For the team, you understand? It helps them remember what their work is all about. Our rising star.
Like a cardboard standee? Ooh, a me-themed glory hole stall?
Signage. I want to promote you with signage. Plaster you and your trademark charm across the galaxy.
Sure. Signage. You're a Nepo baby, aren't you?
4 proud generations of associate producers and assistants. Why do you ask?
Whatever you think will get the team hot and heavy. But keep your mind open to the glory hole thing, just saying.
Change is in the air, Deadpool. It is a glorious day for Mojo World.
Well, that's gonna be the end of this friggin' video. I hope you all did enjoy. I am so like looking forward to posting all these. I'm literally like, I am on this, bro. I'm recording this during the week. Usually I do it during the weekend and then post it on Monday, but I've already recorded 1 episode. It was, I think, yesterday, which was Tuesday. Yeah, I think I think I recorded that one Monday or something. I don't know, something like that. But I'm so freaking excited to like actually post these. But that's gonna be it for today. I'm probably gonna record another one like straight after this, and then call it and play Forefront or something. I don't know. But I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Stay safe. Later.